The second quarter indicates a positive trend, with order intake increasing by 7% to 2,484 million Swedish krona. Operating profit before amortization of intangible non-current assets, EBITDA, rose 7% to 282 million krona. Operating margin, EBITDA, amounted to 11.6%, and after-tax profit increased by 11% to 174 million krona. The second quarter has shown a trend in the right direction, with improved operating profit and higher net turnover, both compared to the equivalent period last year and the first quarter this year. This stems mainly from the active acquisition work Indutrade has been engaging in, with this year alone seeing the group acquiring 6 companies. This growth through acquisitions has contributed to bolstering Indutrade's earnings and operating margin in an otherwise weak market. The underlying demand is currently contributing little towards any organic growth. The improvements, however, confirm the strength of Indutrade's business model, which has worked well in several markets, particularly in the UK and Switzerland. Geographically, the UK and Ireland have shown strong growth, while Sweden and Benelux have shown positive developments. Finland is a continuing weak market. This quarter has seen a slight slowdown in the strong growth registered in Switzerland during the previous quarter. Another positive feature of the second quarter was an upturn in the energy segment following the fall in order intake during the first quarter. Indutrade's president and CEO Johnny Alvarsson is currently away from his desk on a trip, but we do have him on a link. Now, despite a weak underlying demand, Indutrade has managed to improve its earnings both compared to the first quarter and to the equivalent period in 2013. What are your comments regarding that?
In spite of the weak market, many of our customers actually have grown organically by being very focused with their existing customers and adding more products and services. So they have been outcompeting some of their competitors. And the real key word is focus. I've been very much focused. And on top of that, we have, as usually, acquired a number of companies. And with our model, they actually add profit to our bottom line from day one, as we don't work with synergies.
As we heard, the underlying demand situation is contributing little towards organic growth. Are you concerned about the apparent uncertainty and weakness in the market?
As an individual, I'm a little bit worried. But for the sake of Indutrade, I'm not worried, because we have a long history where we have been able to take care of situations where the organic growth is very low. And we can cope with reducing cost, and at the same time we gain market share and we acquire businesses. And especially in a situation where the most markets are weak, we acquire nice businesses to grow our total business. So to be honest, I'm worried on the general level, but not for Indutrade.
The industrial components business area has had a very good quarter. What's this due to?
It's a very well-run business area, and they have been positioned with a number of customers where they have the right products, and those customers actually are growing also. And on top of that, we have made a number of very good acquisitions that had added profit to the business area immediately in the last 2 quarters.
Indutrade's business model has been applied extremely successfully in, among other places, the UK, Ireland and Switzerland. Your model has shown itself particularly suited to the corporate traditions in these markets. Now, are there any countries where your model may not be fitting in so well, and where other methods might be required to generate profitability?
Basically, I think our model can work in most countries, but essentially is to find the right companies with the right owners that value our model and are very concerned about the future of the company. But if you look in reality, I think it's mostly in Western-oriented countries where you can find the companies. Now, to be honest, there are some countries where it's difficult to get through the cultural barriers compared to the Nordic culture we have. So it will take longer time, and that's why we now have made an emphasis on like Switzerland, Benelux and UK.
Finally, what are your thoughts as regards the rest of 2014? As you see it, what are the scenarios that might pose a threat and/or bring opportunities?
The threats that we have is, of course, different kind of conflicts, political and others, that can affect our business. That is nothing we can do much about. But if you look at our normal business, I expect the autumn to be hopefully a bit better organic growth. Otherwise, mostly like the first half year. And also that we continue to acquire businesses in the pace we did for the first half year 2014.
And these words from Indutrade's President and CEO Johnny Alveson bring our presentation to a close. We'll be back on the 29th of October to present Indutrade's report for the third quarter of 2014. Do join us then.